Yo, what's up? Today I learned another valuable lesson. Why can you not stop thinking about something? So I recently experienced this. I won't name specifically what the reason was, but it was like a specific person who I was constantly thinking about, and I didn't want that. So the reason that had happened, I energetically analyzed and came up with a theory. So thoughts are basically energy. We know this because if you think that you're sucking a really sour lemon, as an example, your mouth is going to start like producing saliva. So your tongue is like, yeah, you get the point. So basically, thought is energy and it moves from immaterial to material reality. Okay? So basically, your mind can also not tell the difference between what is imagined and what is real. Hope you get the kind of general sense of the rules. What that means is that you usually think with your mind. Alright? And the mind has a tendency to think in labels, categories, or boxes. So for example, a mind thinks cat, but there are like so many different cats. Like if I look on images, you have like red cats, you have like, I don't know what this is, Persian cats, like white cats, grumpy cats, happy cats, yeah, like black cats. You have all types of cats, okay? And the mind loves to do this with everything. Like for example, fear. Fear is also like a label because it's how much fear. For example, you can have fear of speaking and you can have fear of like falling off a cliff. I'm just making something up. The mind loves to put things in abstract categories. The mind doesn't usually see the world for what it really is. Hope you get the point. Now, your thoughts are energy, which means that we have to understand energy. And what you have to understand about energy is that the more energy basically with the same frequency, because energy has a frequency, the more energy that exists with the same frequency, it kind of starts coming together. There's a really cool thing, I think, called the dance party experiment, where they had all of these people, and I don't know if this is actually the right one, like dance party feedback loop. I think it's like one guy starts dancing. Yeah, this one. Yeah, exactly. So this guy starts dancing.
Laat het alsjeblieft.
I won't like specifically. Maybe let me just play this. Who cares? So the point is, when energy radiates at the same frequency, because energy has a frequency, the energy starts coming together and it starts forming this feedback loop. So the more energy that vibrates at the same frequency, the more energy that vibrates at the same frequency. And this is going to go either positive or negative. No, that's not actually true. It's either only going to be positive. So if it radiates at a bad frequency, and bad is once again a label, but if it's, for example, radiating at a frequency of fear, then it's still going to be positive because it's increasing. So this is called, I think, a virtuous cycle. Gotcha. So this guy starts dancing, blah, 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 and then suddenly one person joins him, and then it's quite a good video. You can look it up, Sasquatch Music Festival. And then suddenly, like, all of these people start dancing, and the more people that start dancing, the more people start dancing. The more people start dancing, the more people that start dancing. So that's what happens. And if you would look at this under a microscope, what you would see is like all of these particles. This is the one guy, and then more, like two guys join. And then it becomes more. And then like there's like 4 people who join. And the particles like increasingly become more. So this is exactly what happens. Now, when you think about something, you're basically giving your energy to it. As we already explained, if you think about a sour lemon, you're going to start producing saliva. Because you actually think about sucking a lemon, so you're literally giving energy to it and creating it in reality. Now, as I told you, energy has a frequency. And when your thought frequency, because thoughts are energy, and energy has a frequency, which means thoughts have a frequency. When your thought frequency matches a structure thought frequency, so matches a structure thought frequency, so for example, this one, when your thought energy matches this, then what happens is your energy will actually be zapped. So imagine the video. When more people started joining this, then the energetic structure increased. So more particles came into the pool, so to say. And the people that saw this thought about joining. They thought about, hey, maybe I should jump in. And what happened then is their thought frequency started matching the thought frequency of the group. And what happens then is their energy was pretty much zapped and they went and danced with the group. Why this happens, I wouldn't be entirely sure, but you can observe this for yourself. If there's something that you cannot stop thinking about, it's definitely because your thought frequencies are tuned to the thought frequency of what you cannot be thinking, what you cannot stop thinking about. If there's a really happy song that you listen to when you're happy, and you're happy, then you probably have the thought of this song because you're in the same frequency. Does it make sense? So this is why if you think about something, you keep thinking about it, because you match the frequency of the energy structure. Or why you, for example, cannot get a specific song out of your head. Now the way out of this is to actually change your frequency. And this applies to so many other things. I cannot even explain how many things this applies to. Even this video. Once you click off this video and the video, for example, plays like sudden sounds and you remember it, it's because you were still vibrating a little bit at the frequency of this video, or the frequency of what I'm telling you. And the way out is to actually change your frequency. You do this in two ways. Changing your focus. So for example, if you cannot get a specific song out of your head on Spotify, then the best thing to do is just listen to another song. So focus on another song. Or do something unusual. So instead of focusing on another song, listen to a completely different, crazy song. Because what this does is this really quickly changes your state. That sort of makes sense. If it did, be sure to drop a like. I'm just posting stuff about what I learn. That's all I really much care about. So that's going to be it. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one.